Amber Heard's lawyer Benjamin Rottenborn accused Johnny Depp of victim blaming at its most disgusting during his closing argument at the couple's defamation trial.
Just victim blaming at its most disgusting.
And that is just one of the terrible mistakes he made during the most important stage of the hearing. The lawyer also used his time to read out dark texts from Depp about wanting to burn his now ex-wife and said while Amber isn't perfect if Johnny abused her one time, she wins. Not a good time to make demands. But anyway, what else did Rottenborn say that may eventually wreck Amber's appeal chances? Let's find out. Instead of focusing on important aspects of the entire hearing, things that would convince the jury, Amber Heard's lawyer Ben Rottenborn resorted to sending warnings and displaying pictures and videos that one could authenticate. Let's see the monster. Let's see the monster in the flesh, Rottenborn added before playing the video of Depp slamming cabinets in the former couple's kitchen. He continued, "The undisputed evidence is that Ms. Heard didn't write the headline. She didn't approve the headline. She had nothing to do with it. She was not given notice of the headline." He told the jury. She testified. You saw her testify about the sexual assault she experienced at the hands of Mr. Depp. Rottenborn continued, adding, "You saw her testify about that. But Depp and his lawyers calling her a liar. You saw her on the stand testify with her own mouth exactly what she went through. For the first time in court, people who have suffered don't want to broadcast that to the world." And then the arrogance continued. They want to penalize Ms. Heard for not speaking about that earlier. Rottenborn went ahead to condemn Depp and his legal team, adding, "That's ridiculous, and it's insulting, and it's just victim blaming at its most disgusting." The lawyer then pointed out that the only reference to sexual assault in the op-ed was sexual assault that her client said she'd experienced by the time she was of college age. Before Depp, there is a reference to sexual violence in that article, but it's not by Mr. Depp. And Mr. Depp can't hold her liable for headlines she didn't write. It contained something that was not about him, he explained to the jurors. Earlier in his closing, the bullish attorney warned jurors that Depp's claim he was not abusive to his ex-wife sends a message to survivors of domestic assault everywhere. In trying to convince you that Mr. Depp has carried his burden of proof in proving that he was never assaultive to Amber on even one occasion. Think about the message that Mr. Depp and his attorneys are sending to Amber and, by extension, to every victim of domestic abuse everywhere. He said, "If you didn't take the picture, it didn't happen. If you did take pictures, they're fake. If you didn't tell your friends, you're lying. If you did tell your friends, you're part of the hoax." And he continued, "If you didn't seek medical treatment, you weren't injured. If you did seek medical attention, you're crazy. If you did everything that you can to help your spouse, the person that you love, rid himself of the crushing drug and alcohol abuse that spins him into an abusive rage-filled monster, you're a nag. And if you finally decided that enough is enough, you've had enough of the fear and enough of the pain, and you have to leave to save yourself, you're a gold digger." Rottenborn's ranting failed to address the key issues that the judges were expecting to hear, and that definitely played a part in Amber's loss. And Rottenborn's submission survived a weird scare thanks to the overuse of technology. The lawyer was in the middle of his closing speech at the court in Fairfax when phones began to go off, causing him to pause. Judge Penny Askar gently instructed anyone in the courtroom to silence their phones before Rottenborn continued. But even with the silence, the lawyer wasn't at his best to save Amber's head. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye!